Respected dignitaries and my dear colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. In this auspicious occasion, I would like to express a few words about the impact of social media in Muslim youth. Nowadays, the Muslim youth is spending more time in social medias because of their most of time in spending their social medias. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected Ustads and my dear colleagues, in this auspicious occasion, I would like to interact with few words about the relevant topic, the paradox of scientific. Can we trust without a direct evidence? We know that the scientific discovery is held by the help of the persons. In scientific discovery, there have lot of mistakes. But the Holy Quran, it is directly recited to the Jibreel alayhi salam, to Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It not have any mistakes. We know that so many scientists are innovated new technologies. We know that in our community, our society will trust only evidenced source. If anybody is invented any ideas or any ideas or any deeds, they want to a solid source, then only this society will trust. But Quran, all of know that Quran says real things or real deed. We know that in 1906 Thomas he discovered electrons are created by knots. But laterly in 1913 Niels Bohr he discovered that the electrons are created by the current kilowatt. But in this we can understand that the science it have frequent changes upon a era. We know that in Quran, Suratul Ma'idah, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, idha kumtum ila salat, fa'asilu ujuakum wa aydiyakum ila al-marafiq, wamsa'u bi rusikum wa arjulakum ila al-ka'bayn. This verses indicates that you should wash your hands. We want the purity. This was discovered science in laterly, but in Quran it was discovered with so many years before. In scientists says that it was invented on a corona time. Corona time they discovered that there should not. It should clean. It should be purified. Then only we can protect from the virus. This type of all the innovations comes after the new technology. But this is not trusting. The human beings wanted the evidence. We can clearly understand that in science is day to day, it is corrupting. by the new innovations. But Quran never be changed. It was be corrected. So we can understand that the Quran is a miracle. Yesterday's miracles, today's science. Yesterday means before 1400 years back. Prophet Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran that innovations are nowadays ideas. By saying this, I wind up my words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain, amma ba'd. Respected ustads and my dear friends, in this beautiful occasion I would like to interact the relevant topic, Muslim youth in social media. Dear friends, in this generation, in this era, most of Muslim youth utilize their wife to expose to make the money. They have a not a shine. By say Quran, the time is precious for all human beings. The time is most precious for students. But nowadays, our generation youths, they were addicted to social media. Their family to expose to in social media make the money. They have not a shame because of in this miracle of religions. Here have a different caste, different religion, different culture, but they have never minding the Muslim culture, Muslim caste, Muslim religion. They were putting the video, they are releasing the video, they are publishing the video. In Islam, poor ways they putting the videos to social media. Dear friends, one small baby, the baby was born in world. They were doing Facebook and Instagram account to the small baby. Dear friends, in this generation, past few years ago, and this generation, this era, most different generation now we are riding in our path. All time the youths are reading a book, reading a novel. They are spending to helping the poor people, helping the people. But the time nowadays youths are addicted to mobile phone, laptop. We know old is SSF. The leaders are gathering. They will do a meeting. They are gathering the all together and they discussing the many things, many planning. They are discussing nowadays youth, SSF youths are. They were discussing in mobile phone, in smartphone, in Google Meet. The physical interact was between the far that going to heavy, that riding to far in physical interact. Dear friends, the technology was improving, but the youths are addicting in phone. Old youths are, they become leaders, but this era, nowadays youths are tomorrow addictor, tomorrow suicidians, nowadays generation youths. Dear friends, one mother, one family, they were studying the son, they were giving education to son, they are hard working to son. Past few years ago, the corona will be back. That time, the students are, the children are, they were studying in mobile phone. That time, the parents are never minding to them. Then they become phone addictions. Then they are riding to suicide. Nowadays, the students are, they were playing the games, traditional games. Their mind was riding only mobile phone, technology and social media. Their education are spoiling. Their education are cutting their life. Their education is never minding. But tomorrow they will come violence. They have obstacles to their education. They have obstacles. Dear friends, we have this mobile phone addiction. Now Muslim religion is Muslim community addicted in social media. Dear friends, in social media addictions, we will back to our own life, their new life. We giving the counseling and we giving the new words to them. Their life was catching, their life was improving our safety. By say, I concluding my speech. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Honorable dignities and my dear friends, I would like to say about my topic in this program. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discovered the Quran in 1400 years back, and He revealed all the history of the world in that one and only book, the Quran. He said He revealed the history of when the universe, when the produce of the universe until the ends of the universe. He revealed all the history of the world. The many of scientists and the many of some peoples are not believing Quran, and they are not believing the path of Islam and Islamic peoples. Why? Because they are saying the Quran it's not a discovery of the world and it's not a history of the world. And they thought, I thought that's wrong word. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discovered in the Quran all the history of the worlds, like the human body parts. The main human body parts are the inhibitory center of the brain. The brain has several parts. The main part is the center point of the brain. The science explain about the part of the inhibitory part of the brain. They explains it prevents when the human committing wrong, and when the human it antisocial acts, it makes the people to prove it's wrong or right. And Quran said about that the inhibitory parts of the brain, wa nafsi wa ma sawaha falhamaha fujuraha wa taqwaha, that the main parts of the brain. And like this several parts of the human body, it's separated to the in Quran. And the other one is science explaining the sun is the middle of the solar system, and the sun involved around the earth, and that's wrong. Science explaining at first the earth was flat. The earth was only flat. And after some considering some scientists, they said the earth is full of round. And after that, many times later, the scientists were discovered about the scientists discovered about the earth. The earth not is full of a round, or not. The earth is not a spherical. The earth is like the earth poles have flatness in up and down. And the Quran already said about that before the 1000 years back. The Quran said, "Wal arla ba'da dhalik dahaha." What dahaha means? The earth is like a horse's egg. The horse is like egg have poles in two sides. Like this, many of the history make in the Quran. And the question of scientists, or the doubt of scientists, how could the Quran mention this all scientific facts so accurately 1400 years back? And the question is, how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam studied about this all? How the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam studied? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam not studied in school or any university, but Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam know about all this world and about all these Quranic words, I wind up my speech. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, assalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Respected scholars and my dear friends, in this beautiful auspicious occasion, I would like to say a few things of Islamic finance system. In Islam, Islam is the completed religion. It is the extent all over the world. In Islam was studying fourth pillar of their finance system. That is the zakat. In Islamic having their financial system, we are called zakat. In our nation, we can see in our country or state how many people are begging poverty in their life. We want to help for us. How many people are begging in roadside? We can see how many people in our state, our district, in our panchayat, how many people are in poverty life. We want to help for us. And we know our history of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu ruled the Arabic kingdom. In that time, so many people are poor, poverty, begging that time. And Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu was collecting the money or collecting the ration and helping for poor people. Why? In Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was saying, we want to give for zakat. In our Islamic, there are fourth pillar, that is the zakat. In our country, so many people are not giving the zakat. In Islamic, that is a compulsory, that is important. We want to implement the zakat for all people. In our Islamic religion, we want to give for zakat for all members, all peoples. We can see nowadays that zakat was finance. That is was not implemented our institution in our parties. One human beings, they have a peace, they have any cultural in society. We want to improve the society.